Every new week brings a new selection to view at the Eververse store for you to spend your money on. But your Bright Dust, not your real money. Because that's what this is all about, the Bright Dust stock. Now, I wanted to specify on something. I talked about a bundle or a ship set last video about a Sparrow or something that was decrepit and broken, and thought that was a part of the Egregore set. I forgot that the Egregore set is different from that. So if you are at all curious about a set of Egregore, Jump Ship, Sparrow, and Ghost that you want for your Guardians, then there is one available in case this ever was going to be something that shipped your fancy. And there's also the Decrepit bundle, which is just kind of basically just run-down, battle-broken ships that still function, even though they are definitely scarred. But going into what's available for Bright Dust, first off, we have a few lower quality things, and the fact that they are transmats, which are, you know, they're cool. This is what I got on one of my ships, but I mean, you know, still transmats of transmats. And then something new to this season, the Burning Maul projection, which is wrong because that's not the Burning Maul. That's the Hammer of Soul. Bungie, you're failing at your job. A Titan main will notice these things, regardless of how stupid you think they are. That is not the Burning Maul. That is the Hammer of Soul. There is a difference. But into other things, Dragon Bone, a ornament that just looks plain good for your freaking, I already forgot, the Deathbringer, which may not be meta right now just because the Void 3.0 fantasies have gone away, so maybe not so many people are running this, but it's still a solid enough option. It's well welcome. Then the EXU 14, basically a moon rover if it was a, if it was a Sparrow. It's weird blocky. Obviously it looks like a moon rover, so it's more utilitarian than visual, but also not, you know, it's not always on time. I always say this, if it's not always on time, I don't really care. But then, into shaders, Sunrise Warrior, a very pink one if you ever wanted one that was something that looked pink but wasn't somehow actually hurting your eyes. I'm not even kidding, this doesn't look half bad. I'm not sure if it's just because of the secondary color palettes on that. Then one that does hurt my eyes, Hazard Pay, which kind of just has a mix mash of random colors look. I mean, it's a blue, it's a dark red, then it's, you know, it's hard to say what that's meant for. From Season of the Lost, Wayfarer's Guise, which is basically the best, one of those green shaders, and the best I could say this is meant for is for weapons, because my Firefright does look pretty solid with that one-tone weapon, but then, you know, that sort of thing. And then something new from Season of the Risen, Time Honored, which basically is I'd say a Cabal-themed gold armor set if it was old and rusty, but, you know, it still doesn't look half bad. You know, the right set of armor will pull anything off. But aside from that, into more transmats, the Fallen Arrival, which is you basically popping out of a servitor. And as well, Only the Finest, which is basically you just kind of popping out of that. And then we have Single Process, which is popping out of Black Armory Radiance. If you don't remember what that is, then you are too young of a Destiny player. Then we have Splish Splash, which is a new emote from Season of the Splicer, which is not new when I say that out loud. But yeah, this is pretty much all it is. Forever. And then once you stop, it just kind of ends abruptly. And then we also have the Floating Dance from Season of the Forge from Black Armory, which is one of those dances, you know, it's another dance. How many dances we need in this game? I have no idea, because it just shows up in the Crucible and B's annoying. We also have the Redline Shell from Season of Splicer. This was kind of a hot rod, kind of dragster set. Now, it worked well in the Sparrows and vehicles. It's hard to say whether or not this worked for a Ghost, because it just kind of looks like it has big eyebrows, if I'm honest. But aside from that, Beggar to be Fed. It's the Epicurean ornament for Season of the Haunted, because this one returned to the dungeon. That ornament has once again also returned, which, if you like that fusion but don't like its look, you can make it look like that, and of course shader it however you want. But then, moving forward, Shining Cabriolet, which is something new to this season. It's a weird looking ship, to say the least. It reminds me of the cars from, or the flying cars from Star Wars Attack of the Clones that Anakin and Obi-Wan had when they were chasing the bounty hunter. You all know that scene, but that's what I'm seeing right now. Then, lastly, we have the Radiant Breaker Greaves, which, depending on the class, is basically just the boots for any of the solar armor sets available for all three classes. If you wanted the boots specifically so your foot could be on fire, it is here. And with that, my name is Matt Scorpion, this is the Bright Dust Store, and this is everything available until next Tuesday, and I recommend everyone get their hands on it before they go away, because per the usual, people might complain about things disappearing too quickly, but you had your chance. And I'll see you in the next video.